I just got through playing all the Grand Prix Cups of Mario Kart World, and the Special Cup and how this game ended is truly insane, and I have to talk to you guys about that last track, of course, being Rainbow Road. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, this is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen from a Mario Kart game. Trust me when I say there's a lot to unpack here. But first, I want to thank Sega for sponsoring this video. One thing you may not know about me is I've always been a long-time Sonic fan and played every single game in the series, and Sonic Generations has always been one of my all-time favorites. And Sonic X Shadow Generations somehow took a game I already love and made it even better. And yes, Sonic, Shadow, and the entire gang are making their way to Nintendo Switch 2. Sonic the Hedgehog is back with both classic and modern Sonic in Sonic X Shadow Generations, an all-new collection featuring 2 unique experiences, enhanced and optimized for the Nintendo Switch 2. Sonic X Shadow Generations takes advantage of Nintendo Switch 2's new impressive hardware, bringing optimizations and enhancements to its resolution and graphics. You'll play as Sonic, Classic Sonic, and Shadow dashing through 2D and 3D iconic stages throughout Sonic's history, but this time with an entirely new coat of paint. I mean, modern Sonic has never looked this good. Sonic X Shadow Generations is available on consoles and PC, and now including Nintendo Switch 2. Grab the game using the link down below. And huge thanks to Sega for sponsoring today's video. But heading to Rainbow Road was insane. It's nighttime, you see all these rainbow strobe lights just kind of pointed into the clouds, and then you see this giant golden star appear with a huge warp tunnel that takes you up into the sky. This tunnel then zooms you up into a completely new region. Now, a lot of people wanted to see it be some type of interconnected track that you can actually race to, you know, because that's the whole thing of Mario Kart World, but I don't really have a problem with it just teleporting you to the track. It actually was pretty different, and it almost like kind of loaded in the track as it changed scenes, which is something that I've never seen when you start a new Mario Kart track. But man, the first thing I noticed is look at that mini-map. It was like, what are we about to race on? Now, there's 5 total laps in this Grand Prix part of the race, which means there's 4 whole lap sections of this Rainbow Road. This first section has a beautiful windy road that goes through these crazy looking volumetric clouds. These clouds look so good on Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, literally, I just want to reach out into the screen and touch them. Look at the detail. I mean, this is so good for a Nintendo game, really for any game. For the most part, this section is pretty straightforward, just drifting around giant bends, and once again, just look at the clouds and the way the rainbow just goes through them. It's so beautiful. I mean, it's hard to really tell from just a rendered recording that I'm showing you right now, but when you're playing yourself on like a full HD 4K TV, it's genuinely one of Nintendo's most graphically demanding and most intense looking stage I've ever seen. Then we move on to the second section of the track, which takes you to this like floating sky island, almost Tears of the Kingdom like. And you're not even on Rainbow Road anymore. Instead, you're on these giant riverways where you can jump in and out of the sparkling water, and it's just so beautiful. It's almost like Mario Galaxy theming, and it makes me still really want a Mario Galaxy 3. You can see the Lumas on the side of the track and over on the bridge with the Toads just watching you. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Now, there's a mechanic that only like 2 tracks I found in the entire game can do. It's Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road, which has specific speed paths. If you look closely, your tires are actually glowing blue with the trails, and also your exhaust is extremely blue, and it keeps you propelled forward really fast. It almost gives you little 200cc sections, and I love that. You can definitely feel it when you land on these 2. There's like an ever slight vibration, and it's actually speeding you up greatly. But this third section is probably my favorite, and when you start to see some callbacks, because now we fly off to this Intergalactic space station, which is a callback to Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Rainbow Road, which revolved around a space station. You'll just have a couple really tight turns and bends here, but it's when you get inside of the space station is where it gets crazy. You're once again on these extremely fast paths, which are propelling you forward at extreme speeds, and you have to watch out for these rainbow thwomps, which is also a callback to the SNES Rainbow Road. This section is extremely intense. Like I said, you're being propelled forward at an extremely fast rate here, so you have to hurry up and hit these tight bends and turns before you're just shot off into the void of space. But then you'll hit a ramp and follow into the final section of this track, because yes, it's still going. But it's this section where it all comes together. You can see this beautiful scene of you flying through this rainbow void, and you can see the entire world down below through the clouds. Not to mention a giant train comes carrying a lot of the things that you've seen throughout your adventure of this game so far, including a T-Rex and Robo-DK. Obviously this train referencing Rainbow Road from the Nintendo 64. And you'll have lots of boost pads like Double Dash, DS, and even Wii, but lots of little callbacks here, which is just so awesome. But it's such a beautiful scene. The music really ramps up when you get to this section, and it's just a beautiful soundtrack as well. I mean, seriously, take a listen to this. I mean, seriously, this section genuinely gave me goosebumps before flying through a final section through the gold star in order to finish the race. This is, without a doubt, the best Rainbow Road in the entire series, and I know it could be recency bias, but I don't care. This is the best Rainbow Road, without a doubt, in the entire series. I have not ever felt this way about a Rainbow Road. Normally, I'm just like okay with Rainbow Roads. They're not my favorite tracks. But this one is automatically one of my favorite tracks in the game. I love the speed sections that propel you forward. I love all the tight turns and bends and all the different areas in this checkpoint section of a track. It's literally perfect. And something that I've noticed about this entire game altogether is it feels like a giant celebration of Mario. We know this year is Mario's 40th anniversary and most of the festivities won't begin until the end of the year. But I can't help but to think that this is just a big celebration of Mario's 40th. I mean, all the songs in the game are like remixes from past Mario Karts and past Mario games as well. Not to mention, this Rainbow Road just feels like it's a celebration. It feels like it's the final big conclusion to this game, the final big, hurrah for Mario, like one last big, exciting, happy 40th anniversary for Mario. And it's just so exciting. I got filled with joy from the music, from the actual design of the track, from the way it looks, how good the graphics were. I am actually blown away, and Nintendo, you knocked it out the park. It is a perfect track, honestly. Once again, I get that some people wanted it to be technically integrated into the giant open world. I don't care. I think it sending us to a different area is perfectly fine, and I think it works really, really well. I am just genuinely super impressed with what this was able to pull off, and I'm just happy. This is the Rainbow Road that we needed. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this new Rainbow Road. Is it one of your favorites? Is it maybe your all-time favorite? Or maybe you don't like it that much? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And like always, I hope you all have a blessed day. And I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.